Joe Pasquali from Copper Canyon here. On this episode of Cigar Chat, I sat down with Rex Mercer from Drew Estate, and it was a blast. We talked about our top 5 sandwiches of all time. You'll never believe some of Rex's picks. We talked about our least favorite cartoon characters of all time. Again, it got a little off the rails, but really, really funny. Stay tuned for great Cigar Chat. We're going to talk about whiskey. We're going to talk about industry news. It was a great episode. All of this and more upcoming on this episode of Cigar Chat, brought to you by Copper Canyon. Hey there, welcome to Copper Canyon Cigar Chat. I'm your host, Joe Pasquali, and you are here for everything cigars, whiskey, cigar industry related, entertainment. We're here for it. So I am joined with Rex Mercer tonight from Drew Estate. Thanks for coming, Rex.
Hey, Joe.
Thank you for joining us for episode 1. Episode 1, which hopefully is a long list of future episodes. We're going to have different people here from the industry, whiskey industry, cigars, whoever wants to come in and chat with me and talk about really the only 2 things I know about are cigars and whiskey. I guess a little bit of sports, but cigars and whiskey, I definitely think I know a little bit. I definitely consume plenty of it. So I'll call myself a little bit of an expert. Rex, again, thank you for being here. For those that don't know, Rex works with Drew Estate Cigar Company. And Rex, really quickly, for the people that don't know, you don't have to explain how you got into cigars, because I know it changes for everybody, or maybe that's a long story back, but talk about maybe so let's talk about how long you've been with Drew Estate and your role with the company.
So this will be my 4th year upcoming. I started with Drew Estate right after I left Copper Canyon. And as you know, I worked at Copper Canyon for 4 years. And then previous to that, I ran a cigar club as well.
Okay, awesome. So you've always been a cigar enthusiast for a long time, obviously.
Yeah, I fell in love with them years ago, probably 2010, 2011.
Okay. That's awesome. And, we'll get into it. So right now, both of us are smoking the 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝘆𝗀𝗃. We're going to talk about which we're going to choose. This is our cigar of the week.
Copper Canyon Cigar of the Week.
It's our new imaging for that, which we're pretty proud of. So cigar of the week is 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝘆ecie shade, a newer release from Drew Estate. This cigar came out a few months ago.
Yeah, it was, I think it was technically released at PCA last year. But it came out, I think right around the middle of the year.
That sounds right. I think it was the Freestyle Live drop around August, if I can remember correctly. For those that don't know, the Freestyle Live is a really cool thing that Drew Estate does, where they put out these kits. It's like a mystery cigar. Usually 3 cigars are in the kit. This last one had a really cool tumbler with it. They put it out. It's a mystery cigar, and then later on YouTube, they do a live event for it where they release what the cigar is. And that really kind of started around COVID?
Yeah, I think it was right after COVID. And it was a huge success. That was the time when I was actually working at Copper Canyon, and Drew Estate was one of the first companies to kind of jump on board and go through the whole Zoom chat during the COVID times.
The Zoom COVID days. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, that was a wild time to be a cigar smoker, because I remember that was really the one way to connect with everybody. Like the Zoom cigar things were pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a rough time, and Zoom kind of filled that hole for everybody.
Yeah. No, it definitely did. I'd had many a late night on my back porch, Zoom in with whoever wanted to be on and talk about cigars, because it was a weird time. We were all probably smoking a lot of cigars during COVID and drinking a lot during COVID. Those habits didn't really change, but it was probably amplified. It was a weird time to be alive. That's for everybody. So anyways, yeah, 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝘆𝘆ecie shade available on our website, available in all of our stores right now. Actually, at Copper Canyon stores for singles, they are 20% off right now. We want people to smoke this cigar. I know with Drew Estate, you guys have, I don't say a lot of, but you have other mild offerings. You got the Undercrown shade.
Yes.
You got the 20-acre farm.
Yes.
And then obviously you have the flavored line, but for core, you have those 2, and you have the black in the 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝘆𝗃.
Yes, and technically, a lot of times people get kind of confused, but we considered the Dominicana a traditional cigar too, just because it has a sweet cap. That was definitely one of our most popular cigars last year. It was huge for us.
No, it seems like every release you guys have hit it out of the park. Obviously, I know people are really excited about, the Deadwood Dominicana. It has a sweet cap. The 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝘆𝘆𝑠𝑠𝑠𝑠 shade, not sweet, not infused. It's that mild to medium strength where you can smoke in the morning with a cup of coffee. You could have it at night with a whiskey like we are right now. It really hits that profile. When I think of Nica Rusca, I think of good value. When I think of the original two lines, the Adobe and the regular broadleaf,
Yes.
I think of medium to full bodied cigars. Well, and I'm just because the name rustic in a way,
Yeah.
like that good old fashioned, not really punch in the face, but it's there. It's definitely there.
Yeah, and I think for the most part, when people think Nica Rustica, it's always that first brand, which is the broadleaf. And honestly, even more nowadays, it's kind of translated into it, but it's still a very good broadleaf cigar for that price point.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And we've had years where broadleaf crops in Nicaragua weren't always the highest. There was a few, there was a few years where broadleaf was like
Hard to get.
really hard to get.
Yeah.
And the fact that you guys have had the Nica Rusca original, that broadleaf on the market consistently, not back ordered, not whatever, has been pretty good. Now, again, you guys do have a lot of tobacco. You're not,
Yes, we do.
you're not, you're not a mom and pop shop anymore. So yeah, you guys do have plenty of tobacco coming out of there, which is good to see it. I know that's the biggest complaint with a lot of people with any cigar is availability.
It is. The biggest complication I think we probably have at that level is we've gotten so big now. We've always kept years of tobacco just in case something happened. And that's changed a lot since our growth. So now we've had to build, we've had to open up facilities for that storage because we have to have a couple of years in backup just in case something happens to that crop.
Sure. And obviously you own your own product, you own your own stuff. It obviously keeps your costs down, different things like that. And that's a reason that this cigar can be, a sub $10 cigar in some markets. It's that right price point. We talked about a little bit earlier when we went live, but it's hard to get a new cigar that's sub $15 anymore.
It has gotten a little ridiculous. It really has.
I mean, remember 10 years ago when you go into most humidors and if you saw a $40 cigar, it would be like shocking.
Oh, I remember seeing a $20 cigar and being shocked by it.
Yeah.
And now that is almost a consistent release.
Yeah. I mean, think about, even if I think about our humidors at Copper Canyon and you go into all humidors all over the Midwest, if you had to guess how many cigars are plus $20 at a lot of those humidors, it's a lot.
Yeah, I would say it's probably gone from like 2 to 3% to probably 15% in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I would think so easily. And that's that's with cigars that were, we us guys have been smoking for a long time. We joke about it. I remember when that cigar was $12 and now it's 20. And so everything goes up. And we're not hating on anybody. We're not calling out any companies for that. So don't, okay. These guys have price increases too. It happens. It just happens. But it's just a sad thing. Like when a cigar comes out, I'm always expecting it to be 15 MSRP, 16 MSRP, 20 MSRP.
Yeah.
And again, if the cigar is great, I'm still going to buy it. It's just when you smoke as much as we smoke, you can't always buy $16 cigars.
Yeah. I remember those moments too. That's what Tupperware is for.
Exactly. So again, our cigar, Nica Rusca 𝗍, we're going to be smoking it. Fantastic cigar. Grab it at all the Copper Canyon locations. It's also on our website. Again, right now in our stores, it is 20% off. So go try it. We have multiple sizes of it. Is there a size that you prefer this one in?
So I prefer the Toro.
Okay. Which is what we're smoking right now.
Yes.
Okay. I'm more of the Toro guy as well. Or Robusto, Lonsdale, Corona Gorda, but whatever.
Yeah. Typically, I do like Robustos too, though.
Okay. So that's going to bring us into, we are going to talk about what we are drinking. We're going to talk about our whiskey of the week.
Whiskey of the week.
Our whiskey of the week. This is 𝗖𝗵𝘁 Barrel Select from our friends at Barrel Proof Liquors here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. They're in 1940 Copper Mine Passage up off Lima Road on the northwest side of town. It's a little hot. I think it's 135 proof. I'm going to check. We are coming in at 136.6.
Yeah, but it feels more like 110.
That's all. I'm going to take a sip here. I really haven't drank it yet, though. Man, that's really good. It's good. It's hot, but it's not too bad. You're right. It doesn't taste like 136.
No, it doesn't. I mean, have you ever had Booker's?
Yes. Stag Junior. It is their private barrel. They went down, they picked it out. They only have about 125 barrels bottles at the store. So go down, check them out. Barrel proof liquors here in Fort Worth, Indiana. Amazing selection. I can't say enough about the guys. They are really great. So speaking of whiskey, Rex, pairing wise, you're having a cigar. What's your go-to? I'll put it this way. And there's a lot of answers here. Let's say you go to a cigar bar.
Yeah.
And they got everything. They got stuff on draft. They got whiskey. They got bourbon. They got scotch. They got whatever. They got mixed drinks. And price is not an option. What is your, like, I want to drink this with my cigar?
Well, there is a whiskey that I love that I don't often find. And there was a cigar bar in Ferndale that carries it.
Okay.
That whiskey is called Rock Hill. And back in the day, before everybody went nuts over whiskey, it was one of those things where they would release it like maybe 3 bottles to each store a year. And it was easily available because back then, $68 bottles didn't really move. I mean, we have to remember that times have changed. And that whiskey is probably my absolute favorite whiskey of all of them.
Okay, I've had Rock Hill. It's fantastic. You're right. But I agree. When you think of those $68 whiskey days and what they were like, it is way different. I remember when you could just go and get an 𝗖𝗆𝗽𝗃 on the shelf.
Yeah.
You could get, rare Buffalo Traces, those things. And that was, it was definitely pre-COVID. You could walk into any liquor store and grab the rare stuff out there. And now, oh my God, you have to know a guy to know a guy to know a guy in a lot of markets.
They couldn't even sell, in 2011, they couldn't even sell Pappy Van Winkle at $46 a bottle. I used to go in and grab that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
It was an amazing time.
It was great. It was great. Now, I will say this, as a guy that likes a lot of scotch, scotch is still kind of that way. Like, if you like rarer scotch and you have a liquor store that carries it, scotch is still pretty easy to get because it hasn't caught on like the bourbon craze.
Yeah.
So scotch, the rare Ardbegs, the Macallans, and things like that, usually if you are a scotch guy, that's still safe, which I appreciate.
Yes. And typically when I like scotches, I'm more of a fan of like the ones that are closer to whiskey.
Yeah, so that would be like for those of you out there, if you're trying to get into scotch and you're more of a bourbon guy, my first recommendation would be 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝗆.
Oh, yeah.
𝗖𝗵𝘆𝗆 is fantastic. It even looks like bourbon. It's darker. Yeah. It's got that burn. A lot of people wouldn't even guess it's a scotch, but it's a very nice single malt out of Scotland. So 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝗆 would be one to try. But I agree. Yeah, it is hard. I remember the first time I had a really peaty scotch, it was like,
oh, yeah.
What the hell am I drinking?
Yeah. I think my first scotch, if I remember right, was Ardbeg.
Oh, God.
And I felt like a deer licking a salt block.
It was, I think it was Ardbeg Lefroy for me was my first peaty one.
Yeah.
And I thought, how do people drink this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, pour some water in it, bud.
Anything. Like, it did taste, it tasted like something to me that you would clean a wound with, is how I described it. Yeah.
Or just like filter through a pack of ramen.
Correct. Yeah. It was so smoky. But no, I do really enjoy peatier, smokier scotches, but it is like a learning experience. So you have to really get used to it.
It is. It's crazy because the more you have, the more your palate develops.
Yeah. But I mean, cigars are that way.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the cigars that you might have smoked 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and think about, I've got that way with beer even. Oh, yeah, I remember, God, 10 years ago, I was trying to get triple IPA, double IPA, milkshake this, whatever, and now I'm like, can I just have a Coors Banquet or a Modelo or something?
Yeah.
Like, please?
Coors Banquet is amazing.
It's so good. And again, I've got like more basic with my beer drinking over the last 10 years.
Yeah, I have too. I'll never reach, that natty ice territory, but I will put down a Coors Banquet and I will be very happy about it.
100%. You're a Guinness guy, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I love Guinness.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be your answer for what you could drink at a bar, like a Guinness on draft.
I do enjoy Guinness on draft, but there are times when I just want that classic American Pilsner, I guess.
And so again, Rock Hill bourbon, that's your like go-to anything Hall of Fame with a cigar.
Yeah, I would say like it would be what I would get under the perfect condition. If I were to pick a go-to, I would have to think about that for a minute. 𝗖𝗆cie𝗽𝗽𝗿 would definitely be on the top of that list. Top 3 for sure.
They make great stuff, and 𝗖𝗆cie𝗽𝗽𝗿's still that whiskey that you can get at a really good price point at most liquor stores. Like Four Roses, 𝗖𝗆cie𝗽𝗽𝗿, Buffalo Trace, Heaven Hill, all that stuff is still usually sub $50, sub $60, which if you drink bourbon, which we do, it's nice to have those go-to bottles.
Yeah, honestly, the biggest pro now, I think, to all of this is even though some of those things that we love are harder to get, the market has increased so much that it's nice to be able to go into a liquor store, grab something, and find something new that you haven't had that you really enjoy. And a lot of those get missed now because it's just so overwhelmed.
It is overwhelming, and that's great you brought that up, because kind of like cigars, I feel like we're in the industry, so we keep up. So we walk into a humidor. If we're on Half Wheel, Cigar Coop, Cigar Dojo, great cigar publications out there. They're giving us cigar news every day.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like I know almost everything new coming out for cigars. Bourbon, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. You almost need a website just for that with an RSS feed.
And again, I know they're out there, and I need to subscribe to more. And I know there's great Instagram people that I need to do a better job of. But when I go to a liquor store, yeah, I could spend 30 minutes at a big one Googling stuff on my phone because I haven't seen that, I haven't seen that, I haven't seen that, I haven't seen that. And then if you're overwhelmed, you're probably just going to grab what you're used to. And I feel like that's a really good correlation with cigars as well. I try to help people in a humidor and tell them about new stuff and point them in a direction of stuff they might like, because if they don't get that help in a humidor, they're just going to go to something they always smoke.
Yeah, and every once in a while, you do run into people at stores that are as knowledgeable as, some of us can be with cigars. And honestly, it's kind of a beautiful thing.
No, I get really excited if I walk in and I find somebody and they're like a cigar geek. I'm like, oh, who are you? Where did you come from?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, anybody from our area, I'm not sure if he's still working there, but there was a guy in our area named Rocky. And he worked at a local liquor store, but every time he went in there, he was always excited to show you the new thing, to taste it with you, to go through it all with you. And honestly, that's the magic spot.
Yeah, I think he's still over there at that Cabin Cork every now and
Yeah.
then. Him and Brian at the Cabin Cork Southwest, awesome. Again, Chad at Barrel Proof off Lima with the bottle line. He actually came from Cabin Cork. He's at Barrel Proof now. He is fantastic. They know their stuff. And again, I don't know if they have a direct title for what they do in a liquor store, like a tobacconist. They should, because they are pros. Like, they can tell you about the wine, about the scotch, about the rum, about the bourbon, and you need those people. And when you find those guys you trust, I'll drive farther to go to the liquor store to find the guy I trust. I'll go farther to go to the tobacco store to find the guy I trust, because I know they're going to steer me in the right direction. If I want to try something new, they're not going to sell me the most expensive thing they can. They're going to sell me something that hopefully I enjoy. And I think that's a big thing to be said about the right humidor.
Yes.
And again, let's go back to what we were talking about a second ago. Consumers that are as knowledgeable about cigars as we are is very exciting.
Yes, it is. I remember every interaction with a consumer because you instantly geek out with them. It's honestly a lot less than what you would think. I mean, if you zoom out in our community, yes, you think it's big, but honestly, it's a very small community, and you don't run into a lot of them in the wild.
No, you don't. And when you travel, if you run into cigar people, they know, again, I'll say this, 9 times out of 10, you run into a guy at a bar or somewhere on vacation or in your local town or whatever, and they're a cigar guy and they smoke, 5 cigars a year, and they smoke brand X, and that's it. That's a lot of cigar guys, which is fine.
Yeah.
They're very casual cigar smokers, right?
Yeah.
I would say that's a lot of people you run into.
95%, I bet.
Right. Which is great. Again, not all of us can smoke cigars every day. Not people want to. That's fine. When you run into that other 5%,
oh yeah,
and you see the travel door, and you see their cutter, and you see their lighter, and they may have stickers on their travel door, and they're talking about this PCA release and this thing. You step back and you go, like, who the fuck are you? We're
I'm thinking of like 5 or 6 of those moments right now.
No, exactly.
You know,
I remember,
walking in with like 100 count,
right.
travel humidor.
Yeah. I remember being in a humidor helping a customer, and he was an older gentleman, probably in probably in his 60s, and he was perusing cigars, and all of a sudden he was like, "Hey," and he just railed off like 5 very boutique brands, and he was looking like for Corona Gorda, Lonsdale, Lanceros of these boutique brands, and I'm like, "Where did you come from?" I mean, it was like he was looking for like, God, it was like 𝗖𝗵𝘁, Warped, BLTC, like Pestaña. Like he was real. I'm not gonna. Some of those have grown. I don't really consider like Warped or Pestaña boutique anymore. Love you, Mike. Love you, Kyle. But I was like, where did this guy come from? And this was probably 5 years ago when those were still very boutique.
Yeah.
And who is this guy?
Yeah, like the key word is when somebody comes in and they say like, I'm looking for X cigar in a Corona, Lonsdale, or Lancero. And you're like, oh,
You're the guy?
you're the guy. You're the chosen one.
Yeah. No, I know. We could have a whole podcast on Lanceros.
Right.
God. The size that we love, that apparently everybody loves, but nobody buys.
Yes.
So nobody buys
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Buy them more, people.
Yeah, and actually, I think they're only at St. Joe right now. If you're local, or if you want to drive to Fort Wayne, fly to Fort Wayne, at Copper St. Joe right now, we actually have those blackened Lanceros.
Oh, yeah.
They're on the shelf right now. I haven't smoked one yet.
So the blackened M81s, in my personal opinion, are very intense.
They have to be an ass kicker, right?
Yeah.
They have to be.
Yeah, if you smoke the Corona, it's a very similar profile, and I would say it even kicks it up like even a smaller notch. Where the 𝗖𝗵𝘆liche Lancero is already kind of, it's so hard with the 𝗖𝗵𝘆liche because we made it for people that literally like, a stronger cigar, but in a Connecticut. But then we realized when we put it on the shelf that the people that like Connecticut's don't like it because it's a stronger cigar, and the people that like stronger cigars don't recognize it as a stronger cigar because it's a Connecticut.
Yeah.
So it's a very underrated smoke.
Yeah. No, I bet, because when you think about that, because any Nicaraguan Connecticut, for the most part, isn't going to be mild.
No.
It's probably mild to medium.
Yeah.
If it's a Nicaraguan Puro. Like if you think about like if they made like the My Father Connecticut in a Lancero, that would not be a mild cigar. And
No.
if actually I think they did once, I think back, well, like the Crema Lancero, for example, from Espinosa.
Oh yeah, it's a great cigar.
A great cigar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's mild. And then if they ever made, the Intemperance EC in a Lancero format from Roma Craft, Skip Martin, we'll have to talk about that, because that would be, we should talk about that. That would be awesome.
He's probably already done it. We just didn't know.
I guarantee he's smoking them right now. Because that would be awesome. I was gonna say the strongest Lancero I've ever had in my life was a tool at Sun's Cigar Shop in New York. I'll have to rethink that. Cigar Shop, Matul, owner of 𝗵𝘆𝗆𝗍 Cigars.
Oh yeah.
A few years ago, I reached out and asked. Michigan was playing in the Natty National Championship game down in Houston, and I thought, oh my God, I wonder if I could find some H-Town Neanderthal Lanceros in the wild. These hadn't been made for years, right?
They're fantastic.
And so I hit up Mike Rosales from Omacraft, and he said Matul still had some at his shop. So I hit up Matul. He sent me like 15 of them, and these things were old. They had at least 8-9 years of age on them. Cellophane, the right color.
I don't even know if you remember this, but you gave me my first H-Town.
Really?
Yeah. I think you knew somebody that sold them.
Yeah.
Maybe in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
I think, at a shop.
Gabe Garcia.
Yeah. What a fantastic cigar that was, man.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
So I smoked that H-Town Neanderthal, because H-Town, cigar shop down there in Houston, they would do all these H-Town Lancero releases with different companies, and they would always do Lancero. So they do one from this company, this company, this company, this company, and Roma Craft, they did the Neanderthal of it.
Oh yeah.
And is that the one you smoked? Or you smoked a different H-Town?
No, I'm pretty sure it was the Neanderthal.
That thing was so strong.
Yeah. By the time I got it, I don't think it was as strong, but it was still really strong.
I mean, you take that
So-
I mean, that Mexican San Andreas blend in that format is,
Yeah, the only thing I've ever had that's held up in that much strength over some time, for sure was the original like Laranjas. I had a box that I bought from you for it was probably like 7-8 years ago, man. And I was digging through my stuff and I opened it up and I lit it up and I swear to you, it was no different than the first week I bought it.
you know, that blend's going away. The Laranja. Yeah.
You're fucking with me, right?
I'm not fucking with you. So right now, I'll call Eric Espinosa right now. Yeah, I mean, there's a few sizes still in stock, but they don't have the amount of tobacco. So right now, the Orange Laranja is going away. Hopefully to come back in the future. Sorry if we're breaking cigar news for anybody. I don't even know if they put this out there. But that cigar is actually going away.
That was like probably easily top 10 for me.
I do feel like a douche because I don't think that's widely known.
Yeah.
But that cigar is going away.
Maybe by the time you release this episode.
Anyways, yes, so Laranja is going away for a bit. It'll come back. They do have some sizes. It is a fantastic cigar. I love that cigar. That 𝗖𝗆, that box press Toro of that Laranja is like, oh my god.
Oh, I had a box of the original Lancero. It was either Lancero or Lonsdale. But I remember.
No, they did Lancero. Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. 10 out of 10. Would smoke again.
100%.
13 out of 10.
Cigar is so good. Let's move on. We talked about our whiskey. We talked about cigar. We're going to talk about our top 5 lists that we prepared today. So every segment on our episodes, we're going to do a top 5. Our top 5 that 𝗖𝗆 and I are talking about today is our top 5 sandwiches. So sandwiches, not like from a specific place, but like in general. So this would be like the style of sandwich.
Pull out my list.
No, pull out your list. I'll kick it off. My top 5, my number 5 sandwich for me personally, a Cuban.
Cubans are amazing.
Cubans are amazing. So that's my number 5. What is your number 5, 𝗖𝗆?
So number 5 would be I have grilled butter croissant with prosciutto and brunst. So I don't know if you ever had brunst cheese, but it's a goat cheese. It's like cooked and caramelized and then turned into a cheese.
Sounds delightful. I mean, I love prosciutto on anything.
The only legit sandwich I think on my list.
That sounds awesome. I mean,
yes.
Prosciutto for me, I just grew up eating it by the pound. Awesome on anything. You can use prosciutto in so many ways. There's actually a great way to make, again, we'll have to start a cooking segment as well if we keep this going. There's a great Italian method of bruschetta. So a lot of people think bruschetta is just tomatoes, basil, parm, olive oil, salt, pepper, whatever on bread, right?
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people.
That's what I think.
Right. There is an amazing version. I think it's mainly done in the southern version of Italy, bruschetta, where you just take bread, and the wife and I do this at home. Love you, Emily. And we do fig jam and prosciutto with a little bit of balsamic. And that is in areas of Italy, that is bruschetta, and it is life-changing. I did an event a couple years ago where I did bruschetta 3 ways, and one of the ways was that.
Yeah.
With the prosciutto, with the fig jam and the balsamic.
Yeah, fig jam is super underrated.
It really is. Like,
yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah.
So those are our 5. So good 5. My number 4, peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
I mean,
I am not gonna argue.
I eat a lot. If I'm trying to think of like if I had a lifestyle, I always thought about this. Like I thought like when we die it'd be fun. Whether you believe in heaven or hell or whatever, I don't really care. I thought my favorite thing would be if we had like life stats that would appear, almost like endgame video game stuff, and it would be like peanut butter and jelly's eaten, and it'd be like 1,457. I'd be like, oh, yeah, that's a lot. Okay, like cigars smoked, beers drank, like end of game stats would be amazing. I always think.
Can I give you one tip to try out with peanut butter and jelly?
Please.
This is a Rex tip,
Okay.
although it may be common. I don't know.
Okay.
Spreading honey on the bread.
Yum-yums.
So a lot of people, I know a lot of people don't do this, but when you spread honey on bread, it's actually like water-phobic almost. So it literally like instantly becomes crunchy, and it pulls the moisture out of the top layer of bread, and it makes it crunchy and sweet with a combination of that jelly and peanut butter. Absolutely amazing.
I can see that. And I know I've heard of the honey before. I've never tried it. So I know people do that.
Yeah.
But now when I say peanut butter and jelly, what are you thinking of as jelly? You thinking grape or you thinking strawberry?
I started with grape,
Okay.
and I'm graduated to strawberry as an older adult.
I would agree. I think I like strawberry better. I think grape is more common.
Yeah.
I think people always think of, you think cartoons or things, you're thinking of grape, jelly spitting out things or whatever it is. But I like strawberry better.
Yeah. And I will say in second place, which is pretty good, is cranberry jelly.
I can see that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I
Yum
like
yum.
jelly. I love jelly. I don't probably, you know what, jelly? I don't eat enough of you. I'm going to eat more jelly. That's my 2026 resolution is I'm going to eat more jelly. So we're going to try that. What is your number 4, 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝗆𝗃?
Oh, by the way, we love jelly. So number 4 would be coming in at a ham and cheese potato chip sandwich.
Okay.
That's my jam.
I mean, man, potato chips on sandwiches are really good.
Yeah, they are. It's and the variety of potato chip is just unimaginable. You can have so many different combinations.
Oh, dude, if you throw a Dorito versus a Lay's Classic on something, you're talking about 2 different sandwiches.
Salt and vinegar.
Oh, so salt and vinegar is the chip. Like, for people that don't like salt and vinegar chips,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing with your life.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. The way it hurts me is my 7-year-old at home, Loretta, loves salt and vinegar chips. It's her favorite chip ever. So when I buy them for myself and I come home from a late night or I'm sitting around and I go to that bag, it's almost always empty now. She's just destroying my salt and vinegar chips.
Well, I can say that I've never been able to stop myself on a bag of salt and vinegar chips, so I can't fault at all for that.
No, I'm gonna have to start like hiding my salt and vinegar chips like somewhere in my house, like because they will just disappear.
Right.
That's a good way. And I will say, pet peeve. I know this happens in more homes than not, especially if you have kids. If you empty the bag of salt and vinegar chips, throw it away. Because when I go to that cupboard and see that bag still sitting in there, and now it's empty, that is deflating.
Oh, yeah. And then you end up reaching your hand in there to grab for chips, and you pull your hand out, and it's all like salt and vinegar now. And you're like, oh, this is so sad.
No, it's the worst. That's a good sandwich. That is a
Yeah.
good sandwich.
Yeah.
That's a good sandwich. My number 3 on mine is going to be an Italian beef sandwich.
Oh.
Italian beef with the au jus and the peppers. Has to have the right bread to hold up. But Italian beef for me, amazing sandwich. If you got a local place that has it, I make it at home. Italian beefs for me are awesome. I always do hot peppers. You got the cheese, you got the au jus on there. Like, Italian beefs are awesome.
If we were to go out and have one, is there a preferred place that you enjoy?
I mean,
from?
in town, I mean, Portillo's obviously has a good one. Yes, with
Yeah.
the hot peppers. Portillo's is a chain. They have a good one here in town. There is a local place called Bravas that's done one every now and then, but it's like, but they do it like once or twice a year, so it's not a staple. So I don't know. You're right. Besides Portillo's, I mean, obviously you go to places in Chicago, they got great ones. You go to places up in Detroit, they got great ones. Besides Portillo's around here locally, I usually just make them, but you got to get the bread to hold it up. Otherwise, you got some soggy mess on your hands.
Oh, it's a nightmare, man. The full dip, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. It just turns into sludge in your hand.
It can't. No, it definitely can't.
You gotta just be like, you gotta go in and like.
And I think
Yum-yums.
And I think, I don't think either of us have a problem putting down food. It's also the speed then you eat the sandwich.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, if you're a slow eater, an Italian beef probably isn't for you.
No. In fact, the faster you eat it, the better it is.
No, I agree.
It's a fact.
What is your number 3, Rex, for sandwiches?
So this one might be a little controversial, but it's just because I grew up on it. but bologna and ketchup.
Bologna and ketchup.
Yeah.
That was a throwback.
There is nothing that gives me more comfort than bologna and ketchup sandwich.
No, you need those comfort sandwiches. I remember a comfort for me, it didn't make the list. A comfort sandwich for me was a classic tuna sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Even my Italian grandmother, one of her easy things was she'd take, tuna out of a can, throw some mayo with it, throw on some toasted bread with some lettuce, and be like an easy. I remember as a kid loving that sandwich, and that'd be comfort. I will say, when I became an adult, a friend of mine, 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝗆𝗃, who's a chef, when he opened up a brewery here in town, he made an amazing fried bologna sandwich, which was like next level. And it was like a well done fried bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, oh man, you can really elevate bologna.
Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah. It's much like Spam. Spam can be elevated as well. I am speaking the truth.
And I will say this, the Italian version of bologna is a thing called mortadella, which,
Really?
have you ever had mortadella?
No, I haven't.
What? Oh man. What I'll do now is mortadella, it's got the almonds in it, or the cashews. Cashews, almonds? It's the almond. It's amazing.
Okay.
It's essentially Italian bologna. It's not expensive, and you can get it. There's a great market here in Fort Wayne called Antonuccio's, right off of Rudisill, on South Wayne.
Okay.
Antonuccio's, not expensive. My kids eat it by the pound. Mortadella is amazing. Like, such a good Italian meat. Next time you're up in the Detroit area, hit one of those great Italian markets up there. Get some mortadella. Change your life. It's just a better version of bologna.
Right.
It's bologna on steroids.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. My number 2 sandwich is a buffalo chicken sandwich.
Buffalo chicken.
Buffalo chicken, like that fried.
Is this from like a specific place?
I mean, there's some. Obviously, the best one in Fort Wayne's J.K. O'Donnell's, like J.K.'s. But you go to any place, if there's a great place, if I'm traveling and I'm at a bar and they got buffalo chicken sandwich on the menu, a lot of times I'm gonna try it. Like that fried chicken breast with a good buffalo sauce, maybe some cheese, some ranch on it, like a good like Kaiser roll or some good bread.
Yeah.
Like I'm a wing guy. I love buffalo wings.
Yeah.
Okay. And I love sandwiches. So making essentially a big boneless wing on a sandwich is like pretty amazing. So I love buffalo chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, I remember there was I remember you're a big chicken sandwich fan because there was a chicken sandwich at JK's you told me about.
That's the one.
And it was literally like #1 chicken sandwich I've ever had.
It's the best. So the one they do, if you're in Fort Wayne or you want to travel and hang out with us sometime, the J.K. O'Donnell chicken sandwich is a buffalo chicken breast with bacon and blue cheese on it, and it's like this freaking big. It's amazing. It's an awesome deal. It's an amazing sandwich. They have this whiskey wing sauce that's really, really good, and that's the best one here locally. Honestly, sneaky great buffalo chicken sandwich on the southwest side of Fort Wayne. Sarah's Family Restaurant at Coventry has an amazing buffalo chicken sandwich.
Really?
Amazing. Now, when I go there with my family, they all eat breakfast.
Yeah.
Like they eat breakfast every hour of the day. I'm not a big breakfast guy.
They give you a ton of food for breakfast.
Dude, oh my God. I mean, it's one of those, if you're from the Midwest or not from the Midwest, we have these breakfast places where you go and you get like a breakfast combo. And they're like, hey, here's a 8-egg skillet with 4 proteins and all this stuff. And do you want your 2 pancakes with that? And you're like, what?
And the pancakes literally fit on like a silver platter.
Dude, I feel like it's a Midwest thing.
It is.
And we should do a top 5 like Midwest breakfast places.
Oh, for sure.
Because you travel more than I do, but man, you go to some places and like, holy hell. Like,
yeah. There's a few in Cincinnati that are pretty amazing.
Yeah. And I do appreciate like the cooler brunchy breakfast places where it's the smaller portions and stuff. They try to do some cool stuff and elevate food and all that stuff. But when you go to a Greasy Spoon, you know you're getting a 3,000 calorie breakfast.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Yeah. It may feel a little dirty in the moment, but you come out feeling super clean.
Sorry about that. Oh man. So my number 2, buffalo chicken. Rex, what is your number 2 sandwich?
So, my number 2 sandwich, and has to be specific. It has to be from either like a real deli or a butcher shop. But I absolutely love like homemade, like ham spread sandwiches.
Yeah.
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 Amazing.
I totally get that.
Don't go to like your grocery store and get whatever's left over. Like
Sure.
you got to go to a real butcher,
Yes.
and it is worth every penny.
Like it's in the case, and they're like, we can put it in a carton or we can put it on bread. We have the ham spread. It's here.
Can you just put it in like a toothpaste tube for me? Like,
No, I totally get what you're saying. Before we get to our number 1s, is there any honorable mentions that you didn't include tonight that you thought about talking about for your sandwiches?
yeah, actually, you spoke on it earlier. So I'm going to say shout out to Bravas. It is like they make such amazing burgers.
And I am gonna throw a 𝗵𝗵𝗏 and Mercer of Drew.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever had the Snoop Dogg.
Oh, yeah, a million times.
Dude, I mean, it's like, what is it? Gouda?
Gouda bacon on a
Yeah.
hot dog, yeah.
It doesn't sound as good as what it actually tastes.
It's amazing. And they do the Snoop burger there as well.
Yeah.
Which is the Gouda and the bacon on the burger. Bravas is awesome. We love Bravas. I ate at Bravas all the time. I was there last week. We went there, last week with the kiddos and stuff like that. I eat a lot of Bravas.
Once a week for me, man.
It's
Like,
fantastic.
it's standard.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Best burgers in town. Best dogs. I mean, they do it all really well. They're great. They have some amazing. Again, if I could bring my top 5 burgers from there, they do. They have a PB burger,
Dude, my wife loves that.
homemade peanut butter with pickled jalapenos. Like, get out of
Yeah.
here. It's stupid good.
Yeah.
I mean, I love jalapenos.
I think they even have jam on it too, if I remember right.
Yeah, they did one recently, which was a football cousin, was what it was called. And it had like a jalapeno spread, bacon. They did it for the holidays. It was, yeah.
It's basically Bob's Burgers
Yeah.
with like a higher category
Dude.
of excellence.
They absolutely kill it. You're right. And again, I thought about like putting a classic American burger was an option, like on the top 5.
Yeah.
I thought about, I was like, I mean, I love a burger. Who doesn't love a
A
hamburger?
burger's a sandwich guy.
Yeah, it's a sandwich. Now, I will say, little known fact, because actually weird legislation here in town, there was a local place that made news like last year or the year before because they got a taco classified as a sandwich.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, if we put tacos on our list, then we're going to go down a whole rabbit hole. The only other 2 sandwiches I thought about putting on my list that I didn't were a Reuben and a Frisco melt.
Okay.
I love Frisco's and I love Reubens. They're both great sandwiches, but they didn't make the top 5. But honorable mention, Reuben, Frisco melt. You're both so great. I will still eat you all the freaking time. I love you. And shout out, chicken salad sandwich. Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Very good sandwich.
Yeah.
Very good sandwich. My number 1 sandwich on my list, and you can say I'm stereotypical, whatever you want, is a meatball sub.
That tracks.
It has to be. It's the perfect sandwich. Cheese, peppers, great bread, homemade meatballs, great sauce. It's the perfect sandwich. I'll put a meatball sub. I'll put my meatball sub up against any sandwich in the world. Like a meatball sub is the pinnacle of sandwiches. Now, we'll say this. I do think there still needs to be a restaurant created. And if I'm giving the idea to somebody else out there, then I will take royalties for it. I think all the sandwiches we named and all the sandwiches we're thinking of.
Yeah.
There needs to be a restaurant that just does all of these sandwiches, but on garlic bread. Where you take every sandwich you can think of, and you just do it on garlic bread. Because garlic bread is the peak of bread.
You know what? I agree with that. The one I miss, I don't know if you remember, but Mad Anthony used to do some amazing garlic bread back in the day. And they used to have meatballs on the menu. And meatballs and garlic bread, those are like a love combo, man.
I'm just saying, like, garlic bread is amazing. It's great. No one can deny garlic bread is the best. So I would open again. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm selling cigars. Rex is selling cigars. If we weren't doing this, I feel like I want to open up a restaurant and just put everything that we just talked about on garlic bread. Like, hey, you like Philly cheesesteaks? Put it on garlic bread.
Yes.
You like meatball subs? Garlic bread. Reuben? Garlic bread.
Yeah.
Chicken salad? You think that's kind of healthy? Throw it on garlic bread.
You want me to batter it, deep fry it? Throw it in the fryer. Garlic bread.
Garlic
Balls.
No, 100%.
I will say this. If you've known Joe long enough, you've probably had one of his meatballs in your mouth at one point. That man is a master meatball maker.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do take my family's little recipes. I do cook a lot. And so a lot of people that have known me, that have traveled, done cigar events with me, I do try to feed them as well. So I do make meatballs a lot. And yeah.
Let me ask you a personal question.
Do it. Yeah.
For the entire year of 2025,
Okay.
what is your meatball count
Oh God. Like that I've eaten or made?
that you've made?
Made. Oh God. So if I had to do math really quick, when I make a batch of meatballs, I probably make a minimum of 60. And I probably average making meatballs like once a week.
Yeah.
So 60 times 50-ish. So
Yeah.
300 plus. No, that's a lot. That's a lot of meatballs.
Go for it.
3,000-ish meatballs.
Yeah.
Now I'll say this: when I make like Italian wedding soup, and those are really little meatballs, and you make like a couple hundred, yeah, I'm probably pushing 5,000 meatballs made a year. Rex, thanks for calling me out. So yeah, probably 5,000 plus meatballs a year. I wish we had a counter. We'll put one in on future podcasts. We'll do meatball counter made over on the top corner here. Yeah, I make a lot of meatballs.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And they're amazing. Let's just get that through.
I appreciate it.
Uh,
So that's my number one. What is
Yeah.
your number one sandwich?
So it is a Reuben. Now, this Reuben specifically, it has to be from a couple different places. My favorite two places, one is in Detroit. It's a somewhat newer place, I think, in the last couple of years, but I think it's called D-Town Deli.
Yeah, D-Town
Yeah.
Deli is awesome.
Yes. Juice. Absolutely mind-blowing. Like, it'll ruin everything else for you. And then there's actually a place over by Toledo, and it's called, it's like, one of those, like, I don't want to say hole-in-the-wall markets, but like, it's a community market. Like, everybody goes there for lunch. And I think it's called Combos. But they made me a Reuben sandwich that was just absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, just you bit into it, and I don't want to say these next words, but like the juice just leaks and the cheese just drips down your beard.
So what's the most important? What's the most important part about the Reuben? Is it the bread? Is it the meat? Is it the onions? What is it? The salt? What is it? What's the number one on a Reuben? Because I think about like a meatball sandwich. The first thing obviously is the meatball. Second thing is probably the bread. The sauce has to be good. When you think about other sandwiches, like you got to have like, right. So what's the one thing on a Reuben that's got to hit first?
Well, if I have to make a choice,
Okay.
but to be fair, on a Reuben, it's very specific. Like, you can mess up an entire Reuben with one bad ingredient. I hate that. But if I had to pick one, it'd probably be the meat. If the meat's done right, I mean, worst case scenario, I can just open that bad boy up and just shove the meat in my mouth. Like, it's just a ball of Reuben meat.
No, you're right. Because yeah, again, I will say this about a Reuben, like the bread is a substantial bread usually on a Reuben. The
Yeah.
rye bread is very
It's like a 5 or 7 grain bread. That's
yeah
usually really good.
yeah, and I'm saying it's a hold up bread.
Yeah.
Like it's a bread that can sustain
Yeah.
a lot juice and grease and sauce and all the other stuff
Yeah.
going on.
Honestly, it would probably be really well for like Italian beef sandwiches.
Yeah, it would probably hold up. Yeah, it probably would hold up. So that's our top 5 sandwiches. Comment, tell us what your top 5 are. Let us know where we're wrong or right. Again, I love sandwiches. I could have named 8 more sandwiches at least that we do love. But these were our top 5. So we're gonna move on to our top 5. We're gonna talk about upcoming events. And events for us right now in Copper Canyon. Right now, January 16th, we are doing a little Perdomo thing at our West Jefferson store. We're going to be talking about the new 12-year barrel aged that we brought in. Nate Carden will be there from Perdomo, so we're going to be doing that. And then the 29th of the month at our St. Joe location, we will be doing an Oliva event with Dwayne, the wild man himself.
Oh, yeah. Everybody loves Dwayne, man.
We'll be doing an event there. So Oliva cigar event on the 29th at St. Joe. We will be doing that. And
what month was that?
both in January.
Both in January. Okay.
16th and 29th. Rex, do you have any events coming up for you? I'm sure you do.
Yeah, so this is kind of the start of the year. I have a couple of them planned out so far. I'm kind of working over my schedule now, but I'm thinking specifically for you guys. One of the things I do love is I love doing an event in March. And the reason I love doing that is it's kind of unique because me and you grew up in this area. And honestly, at this point, a lot of my best friends are cigar guys. You know, people that I've smoked with for years or that I've met, through the hobby. So I kind of want to do maybe an event with Copper Canyon in March. And the bonus of that is that I can literally meet like all of my friends in one place at an event and just have a good time,
No, I agree with you. And that's the weird thing about being in the industry. I feel like every time I go out or I see my friends, wherever it is, I remember hearing the quote from my wife. And again, I love you, Emily. Like, well, when you and your friends meet up, you guys have to smoke cigars every time. And I'm like, well, that's what me and my friends do is we smoke cigars.
Yeah.
We drink whiskey. And when Rex and I hang out, we smoke cigars and we drink whiskey. And it's kind of what we do. But I agree. We're definitely gonna do one in March. We are working on details right now. We are thinking right now there is going to be a Drew Estate cigar train this year, which we'll have future episodes where we talk about what is a cigar train? What is that? It's probably the best cigar event you'll ever go to. You ride a train and you drink whiskey and smoke cigars on a train. Rex has been on one. I've been on one. We've won this together. It's the best cigar event you'll ever go to. So look forward to that in the next month or so. We're gonna have really good details on that. But the cigar train, if you're in California, fly here to Indiana. Rex will tell you more. It's the best cigar event you'll ever do.
It literally is. Like, it was almost like living my childhood dream as an adult. Like, you're telling me that I get to drink, smoke cigars on a freaking choo-choo train, going full speed, while there's open windows. The smoke is literally blowing out the doors. It's honestly unforgettable. Like, it's something that is so unique that I don't think unless you've been to the area and done the events here with that, you probably have never experienced it.
No, you never understand. And then that's the thing is like we've done, I've done a handful of these now. And when you talk to people from all over the country, they don't even close to understand what it is because people think, it's a train, you show up and whatever. And every time you talk to someone that's been on one of the cigar trains, they come out and go, I had no idea. I did not expect that. That blew my expectations away.
Dude, the amount of like feels that you get, like that child, just kind of like bubbles up out of you while you're doing it. And that's what makes it. Honestly, that's what makes it.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. And again, cigar events are great. We do cigar events. Cigar events are a big part of our lives. And, you go to a shop, you got a booth or a table set up and you're selling cigars to people and you're doing that. Those other unique events that we get to do are what make your year. When you get to go to do, a fun dinner or a country club or the train or the cigar trolley that we got to do this last fall.
Yeah, the trolley was, it was a lot of fun and a lot of unexpected.
It was crazy. We're still planning we are still planning on doing a cigar trolley this next fall. This last fall, we went to a Indianapolis Colts game and took a bunch of people down to that, and it was a time.
Yeah.
A time. It was a time. It was awesome. It was really cool. Everybody got to go on the field, do the flag thing, bring the flag out, and part of that was, you had the trolley ride from Fort Wayne to Indianapolis. You had cigars, you had food, you had drinks. It was all included. It was a great event. So I know we're playing that for the year. We're playing our cigar train for the year. I think we're going to roll back and do Smoke on the Water again, which is our cool river ride we did here in Fort Wayne where you smoke cigars on the river. And again, we are a company that, we're here in Northeast Indiana. We have shops in Warsaw, Columbia City, Auburn, and Fort Wayne, but we have a website. We have all of our amazing cigars on our website. So we ship to all the states as well. So, we have the link below. So definitely check out our website. The cigars we're smoking are on there. And there's so many other great cigars around the website too. And out there, you'll see our upcoming events. Again, we're going to be doing live events where you can be on here with us and win free stuff. Again, to like and subscribe this tonight, we're going to give away a prize to anybody who likes and subscribes this video. I'll show the prize here in a little bit. But again, events are what we do, and it makes this job so much fun.
Yeah, honestly, well, here's a good question to ask. Like, in your job, I'm going to assume you're probably going to think the same thing as me. Like, as far as like what the best experience about your job, because honestly, it's the same as when I was a tobacconist, as I am a rep. And that are those moments where like you find someone new, you click with them, you get them extremely excited about something that they weren't even excited about in the beginning when they walked in. And then when they walk out, they're part of the community.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is the community. And I hope everybody listening and everybody that watches, I hope you have that local shop like we do, where you can go and the guy behind the counter, the guys in the lounge, the people. And when we travel and you go to a place, you walk into those shops where that is the vibe. That's why the cigar community is so cool, because you got friends that you might see once a year. When we go to the trade show,
oh yeah,
and we see people once a year, but your friends, you keep up with them. But that's the cigar community. That's why cigars are so awesome, because it's not like any other hobby. It's a hobby that is meant to be enjoyed with other people.
Yeah.
Whether that's on social media, whether that's in person, whether that's at events, it is a hobby that cigars are meant, in my opinion. I have plenty of customers that they go home and they smoke on their porch by themselves, or they smoke in their car, they smoke whatever. Cigar, that's fine. In my opinion, cigars are meant to be enjoyed with other people.
No, I completely agree. In fact, I would go a step further and say that I have had moments where I had been smoking a great cigar, but the company was even better. Like, when you smoke a cigar with somebody that, you can chat with, and that's another thing about cigars is like, when you're sitting next to somebody for an hour and a half, 2 hours, you're going to become friends. Like, you literally just start talking, and before you know it, like, you guys are now friends. Level up.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And that's the thing is, and maybe it's a guy thing too. I think like we could talk, you and I could sit and talk for 5 hours, and we would both come home and one or both of our wives would go, how's Joe's family, or how's whatever? And the answer is always, I don't know. What do you guys talk about? Sports, anime, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, everything but that. But like, you can sit with a group of guys and for a whole night just talk about 90s baseball players, and it'd be just fine.
Wait, you have a family?
I do. Plenty of it. And no, but then they love it. I look forward to, having a cigar with my son. He's 9, but I look forward to his first cigar with me. And I know my wife might not like to hear that, but Primo is definitely going to smoke a cigar with me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Probably before he's 21. It'll probably happen. But that's the thing. It's like, and the weird thing about my experience in the industry was when I got into the industry, my dad was not a cigar smoker. A lot of people, that I talked to were, oh, I started smoking cigars. My grandfather was a cigar guy or a pipe guy. Then my dad was a cigar guy. Then I got into cigars and vice versa. That's a lot of people in the industry. I was the other way. Like, I got into cigars because of my friends when I was 18, 19, 20. And then I'd been in the industry for a bit, and I got my dad into cigars.
Yeah. You know what's funny is we actually share a similar story in that. My dad didn't smoke cigars either. It was literally an old friend of mine. He bought me my first, I had a couple cigars before then, but I hadn't really appreciated them. And I think, honestly, the first cigar I smoked, I think, was a Java. And I remember smoking it, and we all started at some point somewhere, but that was the first cigar that I smoked. And I was like, oh, I think I might actually like cigars. And then I think 3 weeks later, that friend showed up with a humidor and 20 cigars. And that literally was the end of the story. I owe him. Look what I'm doing now.
Yeah, no.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, I will share this, but shout out to Jared Lance. Jared Lance, great friend of mine, lives out in Colorado now. I was in my 2021, had an apartment, and him and his roommates were cigar guys. They would sit out and smoke cigars on their patio at their apartment. And we went down to a local place to buy our cigars. And I think one of the first cigars I remember purchasing was a 𝗖𝗵𝘁𝗽𝗲𝗿.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm Italian.
Yeah.
And I walk in and I see all these cigars. And I'm like, well, that's got Italian flag on that. I'm going to buy that friggin' cigar. And I bought it. And that's a strong cigar for one of your first cigars.
Yeah.
I remember one of the first cigars I fell in love with was the 𝗵𝗵𝗁.
Yeah. I remember you told me about that.
And Jonathan Snell, who will definitely watch this episode, still gives me shit because he's like, you used to like 𝗵𝗵𝗁. So I was like, yeah, I like 𝗵𝗵𝗁.
Bro, whatever. I used to like Javas. I don't smoke them all the time now, but there still are those special occasions, mainly when I'm 7 beers deep, and want to taste something.
It is what it is. But no, we do think about that. We go back and we think about our cigar journey, whiskey, beer, whatever it is, and how everybody, has this evolution over time with what they experience with everything. And so the cigars I smoke now, there's definitely some stuff I've been smoking for a long, long time.
Yes.
And you have those core brands and there's a lot of great cigar makers out there that are always making great cigars. I'll never, and we could do a list one night where we just talk about our all-time top 10.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never say no to a Milano. I'll never say no to Padron 1926 or 64. Come on. They're just these Hall of Fame cigars out there. And I know for both of us, there's some Espinosa stuff on there. There's some Tat stuff on there. 𝗵𝗁𝗏, Roma Craft.
Foundation.
Foundation. Nick Moello, you're doing a great job. Nick, always keep doing what you're doing. And Saka's got stuff that I'll smoke every day of the week. I do. And the guys at Black Label Trading Company and the guys at Pestana and Lee at Stolen Throne.
Yes.
And these cigars are just so good that I always want them in my humidor. And that's the thing about cigars and whiskey is that I can have a cigar that I love, but I want to smoke different cigars.
Yeah. We're getting into trouble territory.
No, I'm gonna turn it back. I'm just saying we are in a point right now. I know we've talked about this multiple times, is that we are in a blessed territory right now where a lot of people are making amazing cigars.
We are, yeah.
So the best, every day when you wake up, you're waking up and the best cigars are being made.
Yes. It is, you actually have to try very hard to buy a low quality cigar at this point.
No, and I agree with that. There was the boom, in the 90s, and there was a second boom after that, and there's production value and things. Again, we talk cigar history all night. Right now, we are in the peak of cigars being made.
Yes. Best quality we've ever seen in history.
Correct. There are companies out there that just don't miss. Like
No.
Drew Estate doesn't miss. Perdomo doesn't miss.
Yes.
Fuente doesn't miss. Padron. Foundation.
Well,
Padron.
yeah.
Espinosa. Tat. Roma Craft. Stolen Throne. Like,
Dumbarton.
nobody's missing. Everybody's making great cigars. AJ's making cigars for everybody and their mom, and he's not missing for 7 companies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
You know, I remember.
also, hold on.
Oh.
Placenci don't miss.
Yes. I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah. They are amazing cigars too. And I remember I had a specific conversation when I used to sell cigars, and I remember it was with 𝗖𝗵𝘆ecie. And I was like new to the business. I had smoked cigars, you know, and I knew what cigars I liked. And I remember talking to him, you know, and we were buying cigars at PCA, and I'm like, you know, my decision at PCA on my first one was like, I'm not going to buy these cigars unless I know they're good. And 𝗖𝗵𝘆's reply was like, dude, you should already know that they're going to be good. I'm making them. And he's totally right. Like, at this point in my life, like, those people that are like hitting all the time, like him, you know, Nicholas Malello, us at Drew Estate, like, you can just say like, hey, I'm going to try this cigar, and I'm like 99% sure I'm going to enjoy it.
No, I agree. And again, I'd have to really think back by the last time I didn't like a cigar I smoked, because
Yeah.
when you're in there and you're educated and I'm grabbing something, I'm going to make an educated decision myself about what I want to try and what I don't want to try. And I try to try everything, but like, I haven't had like a bad cigar in a long time because people are making really great cigars. So we are in a blessed time, and thank you, cigar industry. Everybody's doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. That's why we have jobs. One of the last segments we're going to do tonight, we are going to do our bottom 5. So our bottom 5 on this episode is our most hated. So our bottom 5 of cartoon characters. So these are animated characters that Rex and I hate. I will kick it off with my number 5. My number 5, that's fine. Again, we're figuring this out, guys. This is our first episode. Our number 5 for me is Inspector Gadget. Because Inspector Gadget, I know everybody's going to think, oh my God, I love Inspector Gadget. As a child, oh, stop it. Don't put your butt. Don't do it for 5 me.
Oh, dude.
I watched a lot of Inspector Gadget, and Penny and Brain, the 2 protagonists really of that show, were always rescuing his dumbass from everything he's doing. He had so many gadgets and cool things he could be doing, but he never got anything to work. He was a Magoo. So as a child watching those episodes, it was the most frustrating thing for me to watch was Inspector Gadget fuck his way through every episode because he was such a fucking dumbass. So for me, my 5th most hated cartoon character of all time was Inspector Gadget. Like, I'm sorry, Brokey, but like, I hate Inspector Gadget so much. And yeah, like, he's sitting there and they're like, hey, we got to jump up 1 foot, and his stupid springy legs send him up 30 yards, and he kills a lady in the 3rd floor or somewhere. I would say the collateral. Also, here's one thing I'll say about Inspector Gadget.
Calm down, man.
Look, Inspector is a term used in Europe, mainly France. So what was even his responsibility in the United States of America? What authority did Inspector Gadget even have? Like, was he like local law enforcement? Was he federal government? Like, what was Inspector Gadget in charge of? He didn't do anything.
CIA.
Yeah, he has to find the claw. What was the claw? Like, come on. Inspector Gadget, bullshit role, bullshit gadgets, irresponsible, 0 training. Inspector Gadget for me, number 5. I will not back down from that. He might be number 1. He might be number 1. But I have a number 1. But Inspector Gadget to me is bullshit. Anyways.
Fuck you, Joe.
Sorry.
You had to start with that.
Yes. That's my 5.
Okay. My number 5 would be fucking Scrappy-Doo. I hate Scrappy-Doo. He literally serves no fucking purpose.
I 100% respect that. He is also on my list.
Oh,
So I do not disagree with you whatsoever. You will hear my Scrappy-Doo rant in a few minutes.
I can't wait for
but
this.
I do not disagree whatsoever. That is an excellent pick. I'm very excited about your next 4. My number 4 pick for my most hated anime character is Roger Klotz, the bully from Doug.
Oh,
Yes.
we can agree on that one. I think.
Klotz is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's got a very punchable nose. He has no redeeming characters or characteristics as a person. Klotz is just there to piss on everybody's parade. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you on that one. For sure. For sure.
Thank you. What is your number 4, Rex?
So I think my number 4 is from Rick and Morty, and that is Jerry. I absolutely hate Jerry because he's fucking stupid. He doesn't ever try to fix anything. He gets told over and over again what the issues are, and he's a coward. And he is not even a man. Like, this guy just screws everything up in every way possible to the detriment of his own family and son.
I don't disagree with that at all. Jerry is horrible to watch. There's no reason for him to be on there except just to frustrate the person watching.
Yeah, he's Jar Jar.
He is Jar Jar. I will say, like, there was a few lists I look at. People tried to put, Morty on their list of like most hated characters. Like, Morty makes the show go.
Yes.
Like,
I agree with
Rick
that.
and Morty are the show. That's the reason we have a show. If everything was easy and things got done well, we wouldn't have a episode. But yeah, Jerry, I'm fine with that. That's a great pick. My number 3 on my list for this one is 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝗆𝗿 from Toy Story 3.
Oh my God.
The piece of shit villain bear from Toy Story 3
Fuck
is
that dude.
fuck that bear. It was hard because the old prospector from Toy Story 2 is also a piece of shit.
Yes.
But 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝗆𝗿 took it up a notch, and he was very insufferable. As I thought about this pick, I knew I was going to put a villain from Toy Story on here. I knew I was going to.
Yeah.
The more I thought about it, Sid from Toy Story 1, the evil kid from next door, right?
Bro.
I'm going, wait a minute. All right, so he mangles some toys, fine. He kills his sister's Barbies, which are very expensive. Barbies are very expensive. I'm just letting you guys know that. But he's not on video games. He's not on his phone all the time. He's working with his hands. He's creating and he's imagining and he's doing his own thing. Why are we so anti-Sid? This kid's actually maybe not that terrible.
He might be an underdog, man. Like, it might just be that he is literally a product of his environment. And the main character of Toy Story might have something to do with that. You never know.
Yeah, it definitely might. And that's the thing is, like, I look at Sid and I go, look, if my kid was sitting up there and he was creating things and mechanically doing things and doing things with his hands and doing things, whatever, like, I'm not going to hate on that.
Yeah, maybe hug him.
Well, hug him for sure. Yeah, I mean, we don't know what happened to Sid. Like, he might have got a great job, but he was definitely looking like he had some engineering stuff going on. He had some creative stuff going on. Like, he was in his own world. Like, I don't think Sid is a complete insufferable character. 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝗆𝗿, complete piece of shit. That's my number 3.
Dude, I agree with you completely on that. Because, like, I remember watching that movie and it was going great. And then all of a sudden I was like, how the hell did we get to this point? Like, I signed up for Toy Story and here I am in like fucking Schindler's List. And it literally destroyed like every piece of happiness I had from this cartoon in one moment.
No, it is heartbreaking. It's a very emotional cartoon movie. It's up there, and 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝗆𝗿 is the heart of that. He is a Third Reich bear. That's what he is. Yeah, he just is. So, shout out 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝗆𝗿, and I'm not gonna go down that road.
Yeah,
but we won't. But yeah, lots of Huggins, piece of shit. You're number 3, Rex.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me check. Okay. Oh. Angelica from Rugrats.
That was an honorable mention for me. Angelica Pickles, Rugrats, complete piece of shit.
Dude, horrible. I don't want to know what your parents are like. Like,
Yeah, I mean, Stu the dad, like there is, I mean, for me, I don't have like a lot of love for a lot of the Rugrats. Like they're fine, but Angelica was by far the worst. I agree with you. She's terrible. She would be an honorable mention for me as well. Yeah, Angelica Pickles, absolutely terrible. Great pick from you. My number 2, which this is kind of a weird pick, but I know when I say it, you'll know what I'm talking about, is 𝗖𝗵𝘁𝗍𝗿 from Looney Tunes. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes. So for those that don't know, we're going to throw the picture up so you know exactly what we're talking about. The hug him and squeeze him and love him so much. And she is insufferable. She made every episode of any anime that you watched as a child, whether that be Piggy in the Brain, whether that be Looney Tunes. She made every episode worse. I don't know why they kept putting her out there. It's awful to watch. Yeah.
honestly, that entire show was genius, except for her.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
she's absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
And I know they had to put her in there for a reason, but if I'm watching something, hate all the time. 𝗖𝗵𝘁𝗍𝗿, awful. What is your number 2, Rexy?
So my number 2 is Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony.
Really?
Yeah.
I am, all right, serious thing. I am not familiar with who Pinkie Pie or My Little Pony. So you have to explain this to me.
Well, she was too fucking nice.
Wait, were all the ponies not nice?
They were, but like it was obvious she was like pink, and like huggable and just like fake nice, not real nice.
Oh,
fake nice.
did
like,
she have a dark?
that was the vibe.
Did she have a dark side to her?
In my imagination, she definitely did.
Okay.
Yeah, much like the bear from Toy Story.
Well, he went dark though.
Yeah.
He definitely went dark. Yeah, he definitely went dark. Okay, I get that. Like, I did see people on random lists when I was trying to like research like what I really thought about this. I saw people putting like different Care Bears.
Oh,
That's most hated, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't remember having that strong opinion on any Care Bear. There's even some other random characters, but I was like, I don't really remember having that strong opinion about any of these. Like there were Smurfs on there, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I don't remember hating a Smurf that much.
Yeah, I don't think that made my list. Smurfs too.
Well, I could just put all the Smurfs on there. I didn't like any of them.
Oh, they all were terrible, man.
What was your least favorite Ninja Turtle? Least. You have the one
No.
you loved them all the same.
I love them all.
All the stop it.
No. Don't even go there, dude.
I love Ninja Turtles. I love Ninja Turtles, but if I'd been my least favorite, it would probably be Michelangelo because he's too fucking goofy. Raphael's my favorite because he would actually kill somebody. Donatello was smart. Leo was leader. Michelangelo was just there to eat pizza and probably get high.
the hockey guy, whoever the hell his name was.
Oh, no, he was a Ninja Turtle, though.
I don't give a shit. He is
Oh, we're doing the other guys that show up? The April that just does reporting? Like, we're throwing it. It's not a Ninja Turtle. It's never a turtle. Oh, Jesus. All right. My number 1, which you already said earlier, is Scrappy-Doo.
Wow.
Scrappy-Doo is, to me, has no redeeming qualities. I think anything you could ever say about the war in Iraq, you could say about Scrappy-Doo. He's just terrible, and he makes everything worse. Gets them into situations they don't need to be in. Doesn't actually do anything. Has really annoying punchlines. Was just an extra thing thrown in, I think, to maybe make us appreciate Scooby better. But like Scrappy-Doo to me is the worst cartoon character ever.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you. I don't know about worst, but he's definitely in my top 5.
All right, I'm so curious now. I'm so excited. Rex Mercer, what is your least favorite anime character of all time?
Okay, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, so my least favorite character of all time is, I don't even know how you pronounce his name. I think it's like 𝗖𝗵𝘁𝗀𝗀𝗃 or 𝗖𝗵𝘆𝗀 or
Caillou.
Caillou.
Caillou. Caillou.
He serves no purpose. He is brain rot for your children. It doesn't stand for anything. They learn nothing from it. No values. It's just brain rot, and I absolutely hate it. I'm sorry if you like 𝗖𝗵𝘁𝗀𝗀 or whatever. Like,
No, I think you hit on the
I
head.
don't even know the storyline. Like,
I looked at a lot of other people's lists we're going to cite, and probably 9 times out of 10, Caillou was number 1, number 2. And
how is a Caillou?
who knows, man? Like, it is what it is. Caillou. And for me, I understand Caillou is terrible. I didn't have a lot of experience with Caillou. My kids didn't watch Caillou.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm a good parent. So they didn't watch it. So I don't have that hate because I never watched it. Now I will say this, like, annoying wise, I saw some things pop up about like Sneaker and or what's his name is from Dora. Yeah, and Dora even popped up. And I was like, I watched plenty of Dora, and I watched plenty of stupid Fox Steel stuff, so those guys both suck. But I didn't throw them on there, but they were honorable mentions. The only other honorable mention I had was DW from Arthur, the sister of Arthur.
Yeah.
DW was insufferable. She just was. And DW was one of those close to make the top 5 for me. The other one that was close to me was Lucy from Peanuts.
Oh.
Because she always took the football away from Charlie Brown. It was like, why can't you just let the fucking football be there? Like Lucy. But she just missed. She just missed the list for me. Yeah.
You know, I just thought of one that I hate that didn't make my list. And I don't remember what this character was, but I know they made a movie about him, like 2 movies, I think. And the movies were decent, but the cartoons were horrible. And it was like some kind of like London or like French bear that wore like a rain jacket or something like that.
Paddington?
Yeah, fuck Paddington the bear. I hate that dude.
Paddington getting the hate on our episode tonight. Yeah, Paddington. I've watched some Paddington. Paddington has that kind of Magoo quality about him where he goes around and just does his thing, but like gets rescued because stuff happens.
Off of Magoo for sure.
Yeah, it's a quiet Magoo from Britain. I think a lot of people think if you just put a British accent, if you put a British accent and stuff, you're less insufferable because people think you know what you're talking about. I think that's what people think about Paddington.
The movies were great though, honestly. Like I enjoy the movies.
I have children and I did not see a Paddington movie.
Now maybe this is maybe it's different.
No, it's the Barry talk about. You saw it.
Okay.
You never saw the movies. There's one where he's like Africa or something. Like I think what they're doing with Paddington right now is they're gonna do like the Ernest method where they're gonna do every movie that Ernest did, but Paddington.
That's amazing.
I'm joking, but like that would be great. Actually, next podcast that we do, Rex and I are just gonna break down every Ernest movie.
Yes.
One by one.
In detail.
Wait, what's your favorite Ernest movie?
Oh, no, I can't remember the name of it.
I'll tell you what it is.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Does he save Christmas? Does he go to camp? Is it Halloween?
Was it like Ernest Goes to Prison?
Oh, that's the best one.
Oh my
Where you got evil Ernest and regular Ernest?
Yes.
Dude, oh my, he should have won an Academy Award.
Dude, the electric fingers.
But evil Ernest in that movie, like, was so evil but awesome. Kind of sexy too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Kind of sexy. But like,
first rate man.
oh,
like,
dude.
Yeah.
They had the bank robbery plot in that movie, and he was flying with the electrocution.
Yeah.
Ernest Goes to Jail. Great movie. Rex and I, in our next podcast, will break down the entire Ernest Goes to Jail movie.
Yeah, maybe we'll have like a cigar night where we like do, all the Ernest.
All the Ernest movies. We'll break them down.
Bring your friendship to like level 3.
Yeah, I think so. I think if I was Paddington or anything else, I would just redo all the Ernest movies. Like,
yeah, that makes
the Goes to Camp one's hard because there's a really strong Native American thing in there.
That one had like, wasn't that the one with like the surprise ending where like he killed him with milk or something like that.
No, that's Halloween.
Oh, that was fantastic.
That movie's awesome.
Yeah.
The camp one is just the Native American camp raising up against, white guys that are trying to take their land and cut trees down. Which,
That's very 90s.
yeah, it can age as well as you want to age. Yeah, but the camp one is Irv and the other guy were always building contraptions. And they built a bunch of machines that launch food and stuff at the bad guys, the bad white guys that did that. And shout out Ernest Goes to Camp. Great movie, great camp movie. Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Ernest was great.
I feel the same way about Pee-wee too.
Love Pee-wee.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we got tonight. So recap, the only other thing I want to talk about for you, Rex, tonight, this year for Drew Estate. So Drew Estate this year, 2026, trade shows coming up in April. Talk to me about the year for you guys. Again, I know you're not gonna give away any secrets or whatever. We're both gonna be down in New Orleans. I'm excited to be in New Orleans and hang out with you there and eat some good food and have some cigars to drink. So give me a broad scape of the year for you guys. Just give me the most generic fucking answer you can about what the hell you're gonna do.
Boy, this is the year, man.
Really?
Yeah. I have been more excited about this year than I have all my previous years at Drew Estate. I can't say a whole lot, but we're going to be coming out with some very unique cigars.
That's what you have?
Well, look at my face. Look, I am really excited about this. Just know that it's going to be good. Like,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. I can't say anything else, man. What do you want me to do? I don't want to get fired.
No, I don't want you fired. I wanted you to give the generic NFL coach podium and say, this year we're trying to execute the best we can. We're going to put out the best product at the right price point for the American market.
Yeah.
We're looking at everything we can. We're trying to put our sales force in the best position possible. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're going to play zone coverage when we need to. And one play at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 week at a time. We're taking every week the best way possible. Drew Estate forward to 2026. I want you to zero right here. 2026 Drew Estate. We're gonna execute. We're gonna play the best team as possible. We're gonna come out one month at a time. Every release is gonna be the best release we can, and we're gonna follow it up with the best release we can do after that. And we're gonna put it in the right hands of the right people, and we're gonna practice every day. We're gonna try to play the best way every day. I'm sorry. We should just send that speech to leave tomorrow.
I mean, keep an eye on freestyle, obviously. I can't even say a whole lot about anything, but anybody that genuinely knows me knows that I'm not the I don't think I am. I don't think I'm a hype man. Like, if I genuinely like something, you're gonna know.
No, I think you're pretty boring. I think for the most part, when I look for that, when I text you or talk to you and I say, "Hey man, what about this?" You go, "Yeah, it's good," or "Yeah, it's what I like."
I think this would be a good time to end the show, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess I'll be there. I guess I'll probably be there. Yeah.
Super great working with you today, man.
Yeah. Let me look at my schedule. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you next Saturday.
Yeah. So I think give the Quaalude expression of how fucking hype.
Is this for the next show?
But geez, I'm like, "Hey Rex, what about this?" And you're like, "Yeah, you should buy it. It's good. You'll like it."
Well, I know, man.
I know.
I
think your response, and it could, I would put it on your email signature. Your response on your email signature, I know it's what happened. Just be, "Fuck you, you're gonna buy it anyways."
Okay, calm down. That is not how I think of my customers. One. Secondly, Drew Estate is literally, I tell people this all the time. Do we have a couple minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So I tell people this all the time. Okay. I am not a salesman. Like, not wholeheartedly. Like, it wasn't something that I decided to be. It wasn't something I ever thought I would be. And genuinely, like, I don't think I would be, like, in sales if it wasn't for cigars. So it literally has to do with the companies I worked for. Like, for instance, Copper Canyon, you know, there's a lot of opportunity to just, like, make change and bring things to the community, let things grow. With Drew Estate, it's one of those things where if you visit it, it's not just about cigars. Like, when you're smoking Drew Estate cigars, like, if you've been to Nicaragua, like, the people are so happy working with us. We have, like, a clinic on site, and you can see, like, the community just, like, prospering and growing with us. And, like, that's part of the sales. Maybe that sounds like a sales pitch. I don't know, but it's the truth.
No, it doesn't. And again, Rex, you know, I've known you for a lot of years, and you're not that guy. You're
No,
not, and you're not. And again, in a weird way, I'm probably a better salesman than you are because
Yes, you are.
I can put that on. But like, I agree with you. We can sit and talk about cigars all day, and we know what cigars are good and what cigars are okay and what cigars are not great or whatever it is. And Drew Estate has been hitting out of the park with all the releases recently, and we carry their whole line. You guys do a great job, and I know you as a friend.
Yeah.
And you're not going to stand behind something that's not
No,
up to quality.
no.
And if you're excited about 26, then I'm excited about 26.
Thank you.
I just try to give you shit. And so we're excited about this year. We're going to be at the trade show. We're going to have a great time. You and I will definitely be in a hot tub together at some point in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And we'll be down there. And we're going to be talking about on the channel, on the YouTube channel, the releases, the upcoming exciting stuff for PCA 26. This is dropping in April. Now, when it will release, that's another question. I think there is going to be some really fun stuff for Drew Estate that's going to drop right around the trade show and later in the year. So, oh, he's laughing. Well, that's what I think. So follow us on everything you're doing. Again, we talked about bourbon. We talked about cigars. We talked about food tonight. We talked about terrible cartoon characters. Rex, is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Yeah. You know, I say it all the time, but people in the cigar community, they're such good people. I literally love all of those people. Like, it's such a good community.
No, it is. I can't imagine myself doing any job but this.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
And you're probably the same way.
Yo, yeah, yeah.
So love everybody that's watched this video. Thank you for staying down here. Again, watch all of our future episodes and our live events out here on Copper Canyon Cigar Chat. For Rex, Mercer, Joe Pasquali, thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. And stay smoky. We'll see you next time. Joe here. Thank you so much for watching our episode. In my hands right here is our giveaway for this episode. It is an amazing piece of art from Drew Estate. It's this bridge piece you can hang on your wall. We're going to give it away to one of you out there. The way you can win this is liking, subscribing, and sharing this episode. You have 5 chances to win. Like this video, you're entered. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, you're entered. Share this video, you get 3 more entries. So 5 chances to win this great piece of art from Drew Estate. Again, thank you so much for watching this episode. Stay smoky.